Here we are, being all late and gay again.
I noticed that.
But hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Happy Thanksgiving. We're starting it now.
Attention parents, what you're about to see is not suitable for kids. Shoot, it's not even suitable for some grown-ups. You might want to walk away now if you ain't into these type of things.
I'm going to give the people what they want. Sensation, horror, shock.
I'm going to deliver the goods because I'm alive and I'm not backing down.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Disgusting, vomit-inducing thing.
Guess where you just got into? Cool Guy Zone.
Hola, creepos. Welcome to another edition of your favorite true crime podcast, the show about creeps, by creeps, for you creeps. I'm your host, now kind of COVID-free. It's me, Vinnie P, and joining me in studio, it's everybody's favorite guy in the world.
Oh, no.
It's Hot Carl.
Hey, what is up, Comorbidity Paulino? So glad you survived your second bout with the vid, buddy. Welcome back.
Motherfucker, it was so much harder the second time.
Yeah, sounds like you were really down for the count.
I was not doing well. I was not feeling great about anything. So, hi, folks. Great to be back.
What did you take? What was the? Did your doctor prescribe anything? Did you talk to Steve?
I called Stevesy, and Stevesy put me on that Paxlovid.
Okay.
So
nice.
Yeah, the good stuff. The good stuff. I guess I don't fucking know. I would have done nothing. I'd be dead. Who knows?
I think Steve saved your life yet again.
Dr. Steve saved me, everybody.
That's
Can we
right.
please make sure you're subscribed to Weird Medicine? Do me a favor. Subscribe
For all the people
to
who
his YouTube
don't
channel.
survive Dr. Steve, there's a few that actually do. And Vinny is one of them. He's in the minority on this one.
I feel like he's biding his time with me until he knows I'm going to die and he could be there to watch.
Right.
I think that's his plan. Carl, welcomed back to the show. I'm glad to be here. We are going to be celebrating our favorite holiday.
Hold on. People are telling me that our mics are very low or my mic is very low. And I get that sense too on this show. I think that's Vinny's way of trying to win. If no one can hear me, they'll vote for Vinny. I couldn't even hear Carl, so I guess I'll vote for Vinny. I see what you're up to over there.
That doesn't help me at all. Nothing's helped me.
That's true. Good point. This has been a great round. Wow. What a round.
This was fucking horse shit. Go fuck yourself.
It is nice to be back here in studio with you, Vinny. I was worried we had to miss our Friday show because you were sick.
Yeah, I was self-isolating, which really was kind of the prescription I needed. I stayed in a giant room with a theater like Howard Hughes.
Nice.
I just sat in there for days with a fever watching movies. So
did you watch John and write a new song about you? Have you seen that yet?
Saw it this morning.
Oh, okay, good.
You know,
I was going to bring it, and then I'm like, I don't want to bum my buddy out. He just got well again.
Bummed me out? Do you think that bummed me out?
No, it's the funniest fucking thing ever. He's so bad at writing songs.
My new nickname, in case you guys don't know, is Moonhead.
Whoa, you're going to say that? Watch out, man. Other people might call you Moonhead now.
Do you notice that he didn't realize the irony of calling me the one with the big head?
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Oh, you know what? I noticed that.
Oh, did you?
No, the best part about John is that he makes fun of all of us for all the things that he's way worse than us. That's great.
Dude, and your Bills beat the Jets. That kind of pissed me off, too. But congratulations to you on that, by the way.
Well, hey, don't worry. We lost more guys out of our secondary, probably for the rest of the year. So, yay, injuries.
Jalen Ramsey.
How fun.
God among men. Go Fins.
How fun.
All right, guys. Today's episode is going to be a big one because I know
you're big. Every episode of the Creep Off is a big one.
It's a half big one.
That's right.
It's going to be a big one because, unfortunately, I already know the answer to this. The results from last week's are in.
You don't seem excited about it.
Should I be?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the results yet. That's why we have our results girl, Jessica, joining us.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Okay. So last week we did Creepiest Waiter. Carl brought a woman who used a hot dog
Pleasure device.
I believe they call them marital aids. Is what they
Yes.
used to call them, as a marital aid at work,
Correct.
and then put it on someone's plate.
Hey, I got a question for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Was there ever a rumor when you were in school that like one of the icky girls, probably like junior high or something, shoved a hot dog in her vagina and it broke off inside there? Did you guys have any rumors like that about any of your classmates?
No, teacher. Yeah, I started it because
I started it.
and I started it because she had such shit breath.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I bet you that hot dog's still in there rotting. That's why her breath is so bad.
Wait, why would her breath be bad? Because of the hot dog in her cooch?
Yeah, I know. That was the joke.
Oh, okay.
That was the joke. It was just like traveling through.
Vinny never really did understand how sex works.
Yeah, it was my biology teacher. So fucking, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, I wasn't sure because there was this girl, Vicky, appropriately named Icky Vicky.
Icky Vicky.
Yeah, and we there was a rumor going around she tried to masturbate with a hot dog because it seemed like that'd be dangerous to shove something like that in there because those things can break pretty easily, right? Just comment.
I didn't have any rumors like that. That's just gross.
Well, if you don't know who it was, then maybe it was you.
I hope not.
You know, and they say if you look around the poker table, you can't find the sucker.
Let me ask you this question: do you get invited to a lot of like cookouts? People invite you to things like that.
Yeah.
All right. We don't have to keep going.
/ orgies.
We don't have to keep going down this line of questioning. Poor Jess. She wants nothing to do with this. She's just on a true crime show, talking about true crime and tallying up votes. That's all she's doing.
That video last week of that woman was disgusting.
So then, by the way, let me just finish up before we give the results.
Okay.
Carl brought the woman in the hot dog.
Yes.
I brought a fucking guy who ate his mother, chopped her up into a bunch of pieces, and fed it to his dog and lived off of it for a month.
Yeah, but he didn't hurt his dog.
So,
A lot of dog lovers in our audience, Vinny.
He fed the dog people, Carl. Should be enough, okay?
Look, you guys both got good creeps.
Don't
I will be
patronize
Thank
me.
you.
I'm
Thank you.
not,
Thank you.
because literally
Patronize.
that the whole chopping it up and eating her because he was hungry, that's disgusting.
It's not pleasant.
I
No,
would
it's
actually
not.
get a job before I resorted to eating my mother for
Like
no,
the job that
you
that
know.
woman had.
Yes, right. Shoving things in my nether regions.
Yeah. You were
Well,
supposed to start that OnlyFans for your consequence at one time. That would have been fun.
I did start an OnlyFans for my consequence.
That's true, you did, but all you did was put pictures of me on there.
Yeah,
that's
you didn't get a
not-
lot of subscribers.
All right. Who won?
well, it was 115 to 71,
Wow.
and Carl won.
Oh yeah. Oh, today is a good day. Today, I have completed my first shutout ever on the Creep Off. Have you ever shut me out before, Vinny? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay. I figured you would know. This is an exciting day. Vinny will have to spin the wheel
You know,
consequences.
guys, I still don't feel good. I think I got to go home
yeah,
early.
well,
I got a note here from my mom.
we'll,
I'm writing.
we'll spin it one time or another.
All right. Well, do you want to talk about the consequences real quick? Because I have them right here to pull up just
Sounds
so we can
good.
tease it. We'll spin the wheel at the end of the show.
Sounds good.
Here's what we have. Number 1 is obviously winner's choice. Number 2 is play with puppies. Disgusting.
Wait, what?
Number 3
What?
is
No!
wrestling for
No!
24 hours.
These are not the consequences.
Number 4 is kitten tea party.
party.
That's disgusting. I would never do that. Number 5 is take a paid month off. That would be awful. Number 6 is Doc's Cardiff. Weird. Number 7 is hang out at bar of choice for day. And number 8, of course, is pass the spin.
Hang out at bar of choice for day.
Yeah, I
I
guess
got really
we'll
confused.
find
I
out.
was like,
Brutal.
Yeah,
I
we'll
got
find out. which
confused.
one
I
of
was like, wait, those are actually nice.
I need an ally in the graphics department, obviously.
those- All right, here's the real ones.
All right, let's see what the real consequences
I want to
are.
have some fun. Number 1 is winner's choice. Number 2 is to be determined. We did not pick it yet, so we'll
Okay.
decide what it is today before we spin.
Sounds good.
Number 3 is murder and makeup, and I had a douche chill thinking about having to do that. And then I had an even bigger douche shudder when I saw number 4. Watch The Last Jedi 3 times in a row.
Oh no.
Brutal. That movie is like watching that movie 3 times in a row. It's how boring it is.
Patreon and Supercast dollars go to Carl.
Love it.
Merry Christmas to me.
Yep. Let's
Tom-
add super chats in there too while we're at it.
Tom Myers stand-up torture, which would be a few hours of just watching Tom Myers stand up on a live stream.
Oh.
Which would
Are there hours worth of Tom Myers stand-up to watch?
Fucking unfortunately.
Wow.
I'll have to get his albums and listen to them.
That's amazing.
Now
I'm rooting for 6 right now.
Number 7, $100 to podcast.
I know. That's cool. I keep wanting to reach out to him, and I don't know how, and I forget. I don't care.
Gives a shit. Who gives a fuck?
I know.
And number 8 is Pass the Spin, which is what I am hoping for today.
Okay.
So throw in your suggestions in super chat form for spot number 2.
What an asshole.
It's the only way we'll consider them. Thank you. All right, Jess.
Oh, that's a good one. Phil Eatmore podcast with Vinny and Finifat. I think you and Phil should have to team up to do a podcast series. That would be amazing. There's a suggestion for the wheel for the TBT space. You and your buddy Phil teaming up, doing a show about food or fried food or fast food or something.
You're the only one around here who podcasts with that guy.
That's why I'm saying put it on the wheel.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a good idea
All
for
right.
me.
Just a suggestion.
Gotcha. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Jess, any comments you want to make before we move on with the episode? Because we got a lot to get to today.
Like comments on the Reddit or just comments that I should make?
It's your time, Jess. Whatever you want to do.
I wasn't sure what you meant.
Okay.
Well, actually, someone on Reddit actually said their name on Reddit, Wieners. I am about 90% sure Karl's creep is a fake. The viral video has been around for years now and has never been attributed to anyone. His creep doesn't even have a name because the video is staged.
Bullshit. Just because it's been around doesn't mean it's fake.
I just thought that was interesting.
I think that's exactly what it means, and I think we should do a rematch.
Nope.
Regardless, that video is disgusting.
Rematch, I'll foot race you. I don't know.
I know. It really was gross. You put ketchup on a hot dog. Ugh. So nasty.
Yeah. I mean, ruins the flavor. All right, everybody. Follow at Jess Daydreaming, and we will see you after the holiday.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Jess.
Happy Thanksgiving, Jess.
All right, motherfucker.
She's delightful, isn't she?
I do love her.
Me
I really
too.
do love her. She's a sweetheart. Karl, we're not doing a contest today. We're going to start back with the contest next week.
Right.
It'll be wild card round.
Yes.
We'll start the new round. I've been under the weather. I had the COVID. I'm okay. But I didn't feel like sitting there and doing all the research to come up with a creep. So I just pulled a backlog of Scum Parade stories that are pretty great.
Yeah.
And will definitely be entertaining. I've been wanting to get to.
There are some themes here today, too.
Yeah. Motherhood,
I noticed.
family.
Yeah, yep.
Motherhood, family.
And
a lot of cooking.
Outsourcing is one of the themes today.
Absolutely. That is definitely one of the themes today. And you know what else, Karl, is one of the themes today? Cooking. There's some cooking in there. I may have said that already. That might be the COVID brain.
Let's take a look at the super chats that are coming in. Thank you guys so much. It is Super Chat Monday. I forgot to mention that. We appreciate the support. Cardiff coming in Monday afternoon with Moonhead and Chompers. Yay. We got to rebrand this show, Vinny, because that's what everyone knows us by now.
Moonhead, I mean, when a tour de force like John gives you a nickname, I mean, holy shit. Who am I to stand in the way of that running?
Good job. Good job with potato soup last night, Cardiff. I'm excited about the new character in the Dabbleverse, Joanne. I don't know if you've seen Potato Soup yet, but
that's where I saw the Moodhead song. Potato Soup rules.
Yes.
Good stuff, Cardiff. Moronic Opinions. Happy Creepsgiving all. Now, a special shout out to Moronic Opinions. I told everybody, I don't know if I mentioned it on the show last week, but I'm doing cameos till Thanksgiving.
Yes.
All the money's going to the Alzheimer's Association. Moronic Opinions grabbed one of those, so I really do appreciate that.
Vinny is giving back, everybody.
Kindy, thanks for the $2. Karl's mic isn't low enough. I could still hear him.
Kindy, do you ever smile? You are a miserable C word. You know that? Even in her profile pic, she looks
her.
Miserable.
Look how beautiful she is. A
She
beautiful
is,
woman.
I don't know about that.
A beautiful, funny woman.
I don't know. I like girls who smile and have fun.
She has a lot of fun at your expense. Dang Lizard, thanks for the €10. As an SJ loyalist, I have to ask Vinny, do you regret being back with your abusive ex-Lady K? SJ would have increased your fame to new heights.
That's a great question. You
No.
came back to the abuser, Vinny. Remember I said something bad about your wife once? How many times has John brought that up?
I'm just the most battered spouse of the
Yep.
Dabbleverse.
Yep.
I've been beat up by everybody.
Psychotic. $5. Is it possible to out yourself as a creep? Asking for a friend, maybe. Skola.
100%.
If you are watching this show live right now, you are a creep. This is a show by creeps for creeps.
By definition, you are now
Yes.
lumped in and you are a creep.
Correct.
Eugene Breen says, congrats, Carl.
Thank you, Eugene. Looking good.
Love Eugene. Bark, bark. Law fuck. I don't know what that means. Thanks for the 2 whatevers. Cheer up, Vinny. Here, buy yourself something.
Pounds, baby. Pounds.
2 pounds. We got a lot more pounds than that. Gut. Loud drops cut out and we can't hear the drop or you. Huh. Let me see what's going on.
Yeah, let's see what's going on over there. What do you don't do the echo cancellation and automatic adjustment?
I didn't
shit.
do that, dude. I did put that
Damn it.
on.
What is wrong with you?
It turned itself back on. I usually don't have it set. Thank you for telling me that, Gut. I appreciate it. Michael C.
Vinny, Vinny, Vinny.
Hopefully that's coming through okay for everyone.
Boy. Vinny, Vinny, Vinny. That ain't funny. V-I-N-N-Y. V-I-N-N-Y. I don't care. I don't care. My jokes don't go over. I don't care.
All right, let's get on it. We got a lot to do today.
There he goes. All right. Michael C. Thanks for the $1.99. Phil E. Motion podcast with Vinny and Finifat. I am a mid-fat. I have taken the test. I checked the scale. Simon 343.
He's Vinifat. It's his own category.
Consequence idea. Jack off with icy hot. Hard pass.
That's funny.
I would only say that if Carl was spitted.
Ben Gay would probably be more appropriate.
Aw, thanks for the $2, Kitty. I smile when Vinny
That's
wins.
why you're not smiling, Kidney. That explains it.
Yeah, it must be.
Oh,
This has been a
Kindy.
brutal 5 weeks, man.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been outstanding.
I hope
for me.
everybody's fucking happy.
I have learned how to win at this game, so watch out. I now understand the formula.
It took you almost 3
Yeah.
years of doing a weekly show.
Yeah.
So what's the formula, Carl?
The formula is I got to get you to pretend you're friends with someone everyone hates. So,
Well, I'm just be over here with my pal Opie.
yeah,
Me and Opie,
I
we're
knew
going to
it.
go to the beach together.
I knew it.
Me and Opie are to go hang out. Dude, the funniest thing on Twitter right now is Opie and Louis J. Gomez going at it.
Whoa, what are they going at it about?
Oh, Louis J. said something about Opie on his podcast. Opie's super thin skinned and tried to call out Louis J. and Louis just fucking hammered him back.
Oh, sweet.
It's pretty great. You should follow that on
I
Twitter.
got to
if you're
find that
not.
out. Yeah. Well, I'm blocked by Opie, of course. So there's that.
Oh, well, I'll find you some screenshots
Please
later.
do.
We'll do. So, Carl, let's do some Code Blue Cam before we do our Scum Parade. What do you
Okay.
say?
Yeah, we can do that first.
And then we'll do some voicemails. We'll do a Scum Parade.
Okay, so this one came over from Jeff Spangler. Thank you for sending this to me. And what we have today is a 28-year-old podcaster.
Uh-oh.
And she does like a relationship podcast. I couldn't find it. He couldn't find it. So I don't know. I'd love to check out her show if anyone recognizes her. Maybe we can figure that out. So where we're going to pick up here is the police officer's going through an intersection. This car almost T-bones him. She's just going to plow right through the red light, but then slams on the brakes. So then she continues to go. The cop obviously does a Yui, goes to follow her. And that's where we're going to pick up here.
So this person almost just T-boned a cop.
Correct. And there's not a lot of traffic out right now. It's like 2 a.m.
Yeah, not a lot of excuses for it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, so now there's another red light, slams on the brakes. Wasn't anticipating the red light. Now it's green. And you'd think that they're pulled over here. The lights are on. The car is stopped. So, is this only in one channel? This might only be in one. Oh, and then there they go.
That's evading, yeah.
There she goes. Whoops. The police officer already get out of his car. Now she's all over the place, driving through the middle of the road. So this goes
Holy
on for a
shit.
while. And then eventually she turns into a parking lot. And finally she stops the car and the officer's able to get out, which is where we pick up on our next clip here.
All right.
Shut your car off.
Turn
Step
off
out of
your
the car.
Kia.
Watch her get out of the car.
I'm back here, man.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Relax. Come on over here. Have a seat on the bumper there. How much have you had to drink tonight? You all right? Go ahead and have a seat over here.
Oh.
You almost hit my cruiser coming through the intersection. Secondly, you took off the second time when I tried to stop you. What's going on tonight?
I'm trying to just go home, take my friend home.
All right, sit tight.
Now, the best is that she goes, I'm just trying to take my friend home. So he goes over to the car. There's no one in the car. He's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're taking your friend home? She's fucking out of it, Vinny.
Dude, he was holding her up. She was fucking
Yes.
weeble wobbling all over the
Yes,
place.
she was.
And the cop's hand is on her, but literally only steadying her. He tries to put her on the bumper of the car, and she almost fucking falls off of that.
She's lucky she got pulled over because she would have driven into something at some point.
No, she's lucky if she made it home. She is not lucky that she got pulled over.
No, I mean, I don't think she would have made it home.
Yeah.
She is not in a good place right here.
All right.
Okay, so now we find out more about her and her podcast in my next clip.
Oh, good.
Are you the owner of that vehicle?
This is my mom's car. I only have my mom's car tonight because I was editing a video that I'm doing. I have a podcast, so I went to Stowe with this car.
East side of Hillcrest.
So I took her car to that location, yes.
What? So, is that your car? Turns into, it's my mom's car because I had to do some video editing for my podcast and I had to go to this place to do this video editing. It's like, okay, I didn't ask you any of those things. I don't care about any of that shit. Is it your car or not? Okay, it's not. It's her mom's car.
I really appreciate the cop not asking her what podcast.
Right. Actually,
because to me, I can never think of a scenario where I just volunteer. By the way, I do a podcast. You should listen to it.
Yep.
Like, I don't do that in conversation ever. I don't drop it into
no,
shit.
because it's obnoxious. Back at the
Exactly.
precinct, she's talking about her podcast some more, and the guy goes, "So you have a lot of listeners?" She's like, "I think we have like 300,000." He goes, "Oh, so you're actually famous?" I'm talking to a famous person. She's like, "Yeah." No, you're not famous. I promise you that. No one knows who the fuck you
No
are.
one in the chat has told us her name yet.
No.
You are not famous.
No one knows who the fuck you are. But if we can find her podcast, I'd love to check it out. Okay. So now we know she has a podcast.
Yeah,
She
we'll
took
bring
her
back
mom's car.
We'll bring back who are these creepos for that episode.
For sure.
100%.
Yes. All right. So now we want to know, how much have you had to drink tonight? Get ready for some alcoholic math.
If you have 5 drinks in an hour.
Yep. Get ready for it, Vinny. Let's do the math together. You ready?
Okay.
How much have you had to drink tonight? Be honest, we're all adults here.
Yeah, I know. Not gonna lie. I don't know. I had like diverse. I had like a drink when I was editing, so
Yep.
I had a drink when I was over here. I would say like 4 drinks.
Okay.
Total.
Uh-huh.
In the past like 4 hours.
Oh, well, according to Stuttering John, that's 1 drink.
Yeah, you're
So
fine.
You're
honey.
fine, honey. I get back in your
On
car.
your way.
Have a
Be on
great
your
day. Watch those intersections, will you? She had 4 drinks in 4 hours. Okay.
Whatever you say.
If you're listening to the show, by the way, she's not enormous, but she's a bigger gal. So she would not be wasted from 4 drinks, would be my guess. I think there might have been a little bit more than that.
I forget women and how much they could put back because I'm married to the lightest of lightweights.
Correct.
That exists.
There have been some stories with that.
You were there.
I know. I didn't want to say anything.
One of these days I'll tell that fucking
Your
ruined AEW for me.
poor wife. I felt so bad for her.
Yeah, well.
Because I love your wife. She's a sweetheart.
When at the wedding you felt bad for me.
Well, everyone felt bad for her that day.
We've been married for.
Did they skip if anyone here knows a reason why these two should not be wed, speak up now? Did you we got to skip that part? That's not going to.
I was just sitting there going like this to the guy.
That's not going to be good. All reason. I'll name 7.
Dude, we hit 14 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wow.
And after 10 years, a lot of people lost a lot of money.
I bet. Is that why you guys are staying together? Just to fuck with people? I could see you being that kind of guy.
Dude, you should have seen the odds. You should have seen the odds
Yep.
back in 09.
Hilarious.
All right.
Okay, so we're still checking this sobriety test. We got the field sobriety test coming up.
Oh, good.
She's not going to do great at those.
Oh, she's not good at tests?
She can't even stand.
Okay.
Look at her.
What I want you to do is.
She's just falling over, just standing.
What I want you to do is
Uh-huh.
What I want you to do is I want you.
I'm fucked.
Say what?
Nothing.
Whoops.
If I get fucked, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and put one foot in front of the other. Touch heel to toe for me. Can you do that? Keep your hands to your side. Touch heel to toe.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that for me.
Yep.
Okay, I want you to start the test until I tell you to do so. Okay, I got to be able to instruct you what to do. Okay, so go ahead and place one foot in front
He's
of the other,
fucking
just
with
like
her
I'm
here.
standing here now. Can you do that for me?
Yes.
Go ahead and do that.
Now tell me a true crime story. Go.
What's she doing? Why is she still doing
I'd
that?
stay like that. I didn't tell you to start the test. Okay. Don't start the test.
I didn't say Simon
This is part of
Says.
the test. I want you to stand one foot in front of the other. Touch heel to toe, just like this.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and touch heel to toe. Okay,
Why do
and
they?
stand like
Why do
that,
they drag this
touching
out,
heel to
Vinny?
toe.
She can't even stand up. What's the point of this?
Got you.
I'm rooting for her now.
Imagine she's an acrobat.
I want to do a
She starts doing
standing-
cartwheels.
Yeah, there she goes.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
she's killing it.
It's not working out very well for her. Okay. So they head her back to the precinct,
Okay.
and they're trying to find someone who will come pick her up and post her bail, which is $375. She has to ask them, I think, 28 times what the amount is. She never remembers.
Okay.
To the point where the one police officer starts making up a song and starts singing $375. Like, he's had to say it so many times, it's stuck in his head. Anyway, so
Did
they're
he
back.
pull out an autotune guitar?
No, he did not do that. That would have been fun. So they're trying to find someone. She doesn't think anyone's going to help her, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, none of her 300,000 listeners are
No,
gonna
I
post
know,
bail.
right? You would think she just put out a tweet.
I'm not trying to make you cry. I'm just trying to make you not have to stay the night in jail.
Yeah, I know. My dad. I know what he's trying to do. I get it.
Just trying to show you an example.
But it's not. It's not gonna help because he makes it worse. He's half the reason I do drink. So.
Do you live with mom and dad?
Yeah.
Are you married or no? Okay.
To my work.
When you wake up in a couple of hours to go to work and they don't see you home, are they going to be concerned? All right, so we want to call them, right?
But like.
Okay. So this guy's going, okay, you live at home with your parents.
Yep.
We're probably going to want to give them a call because you're in jail tonight. And so they're going to be worried about that. So she's going, no, my dad said never to call him again when this happens. He's going to be all mad. And then finally she decides, after some crying, she goes, all right, I'm going to call my dad. Now, we're at 3:30 a.m. at this point, and she's calling her father.
Oh, is he up on his way to work?
Oh, he's not up yet. She wakes him up.
Oh, good.
He's not happy with this.
Oh, good.
What am I gonna
Joe,
say?
I got it. Tell them you got arrested. You're at Mayfield Heights Jail. Your bond is $375 to get you out today. If he elects not to, then you got to stay with us until the morning.
If he.
Fill out.
No, I swear.
We'll
to
fill this out
fucking
after we
God.
get the results, but fill out this part, like the reasons why. You know, the stop and everything.
Are you fucking joking? I already know he's gonna say no.
Okay, then that's okay. We don't have to call him.
No, I'll call him.
Okay. Then
I
give him.
just want to say no.
All right.
If he says no to me, I swear to God, bro. I've been doing so good. If he says no, how much is it?
$375.
If he says no.
Okay. Remember how much fun she was? She was doing the field sobriety. It's just like she was having a good old time.
It was like heel turn, kick,
Right.
fall, stumble.
Right. She had it down. And it's one of these things. I don't know if you've ever been with a girl like this where she goes through different phases of drinking and it always ends with crying. There's always a lot of crying and she's very upset. So she gets her dad and let's check out her dad's response to, hey, come pick me up. It's $375. I'm drunk at the police station.
Huh. I wonder what Dad has to say.
Let's
Now,
see what he says.
Okay, I hate that you know this because I would like to gamble on this, on what I think. I'm going to go with he says no, but that's just me.
Dad. Where are we at?
Mayfield Heights Jail.
Mayfield Heights
228.
Jail. They're willing to let me out for 300. What is it?
So your bond is $375.
$375.
And you were arrested for OVI.
I was arrested for an OVI on my way home.
Did you hear that?
Oh yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all here, and I literally got caught in the most randomest shit. And I wasn't even drinking a lot, and then I
was supposed to sign there. I didn't sign there, but
I wasn't even drinking like that, Dad.
She wasn't even drinking a lot, Vinny. And it was the most random thing that happened to her.
Yeah, the cop car came out of nowhere. I almost T-boned it.
Yes.
How do you do your editing, Carl? Do you not have a few drinks when you edit?
I sure do, and I make sure to drive across town. I bring my computer with me, edit it all up, get real drunk, and then drive back
What
home
I
and
like to
upload
do
it.
is put a Coors Light in my cup holder.
Sure.
Get my laptop on the side console there and edit while I
Yes.
drive and drink. That's the way I do it.
Well, I don't think you should be saying that on YouTube. They might start following
Should
you
I not
around.
be putting videos of me drinking Coors Light in a car on the internet? I probably shouldn't do that.
Vinny, remind me, what's your license plate number again? I always forget.
It's a vanity plate. It says FAWKARL.
I see what you did there.
Yep. Might be 2 Ks.
Okay, so now her dad says no, hands the phone to the police officer, and the dad's just like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I got to get up for work in the morning. You just woke me up out of a dead sleep. I'm not dealing with this. The guy's like, that's fine. She can stay here. We'll make a bed for her. It's whatever.
Yeah, this isn't like the babysitter. We're not going to charge you more for keeping her. Like, this
Right.
isn't a daycare.
Yeah, precisely. So now she gets her results. So she did blow into the breathalyzer when she got back, and they're going to pull out the results here.
Drum roll, please.
Yes, let's see where we're at.
I'm guessing drunk.
I literally.
Test results, and you're going to get a copy of it. Your blood alcohol was 0.228. Okay?
What's that mean?
You're twice, to almost 3 times the legal limit.
Yeah. No, I clearly do that. I can't.
So your license is suspended for automatically 1 year instead of the 2 year.
Can I call one more time?
Call who one more time?
My dad.
I don't suggest that.
Yeah, she wants to call her dad back. She's like, well, why not? He's like, because he's pissed. You just woke him up, and he's not happy with you right now. So she keeps saying how she's never going to talk to him again. She's all upset with her dad, like it's her dad's fault.
Boy, can I not wait to hear her next episode.
And she's crying, and she's all upset. And and then at one point, she even asked the officer why she's there. She completely forgot the whole thing, getting pulled over, field sobriety test. Like, oh man, it's like an hour or two has gone by. She's already forgotten.
Yeah.
She was browned out.
Well, I believe that her defense is going to be very simple. It looks like she's going to blame this on the patriarchy, if I had to guess.
Yes, I would agree with that. And she might be right. 0.228 is a pretty high BAC.
Not in the Olympics, though. Not a winner in the Olympics.
So one more clip.
This looks like a fucking. Oh my god! It's like orange is the new black.
Go ahead in there.
This looks like a holding cell.
It is a holding cell. And your friend gets here, so go ahead and go
Oh
in
my
there.
god! You're joking.
No, I'm not joking. Go ahead in there. Please cooperate.
I just love that. She goes, this looks like a holding cell. It is a holding cell. It really never did click with her. So she did get a friend to come and pick her up. So she was only there for a few hours. And then her friend had to come and post the, how much money, Vinny?
$375. I hope it
Yes.
was her producer. I hope her producer.
If anyone knows who that podcaster is, please let us know.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. She sucks, Carl. Are you ready to do some voicemails, by the way?
I am, but we might want to hit the super chats. I saw a few coming through while we were
sure.
playing that video.
Let's hit them up.
Let's see what people are saying to us.
All right, we got that one, Kindy. We got that one. The salt merchant, thanks for the $10.
$10. Thank you very much.
Nice to see Vinny on his redemption arc. He has severed the stutterer, got a Lord of the Rings reference last week, and now he's spinning the wheel. Also, he's keeping his stories down to sub 30 minutes. Yes, I am, but we haven't really gotten to the stories yet, so.
The old man is learning. You can teach an old dog new tricks, apparently.
My head isn't just filled with moon rocks, you know. I'm smart. I can learn things.
I see what you did.
Nimrob71, thanks for the $1.99. Consequence, wedding photo. Loser wears the dress.
That's fun.
I'm not taking a wedding photo with you.
That's a fun one.
No, fuck
I like that.
Fuck that one. I'm not doing that.
Oh, look, it's Lady Vin. Lady V wearing a dress.
You know you'd send it immediately to John.
Oh, we all would. Are you kidding me? You'd get an influx.
You know, I would deserve that, though. That would be,
It'd be awesome.
Loser kisses the winner's butt. That's a hard no.
Hard no.
Hard no.
I'm not even sure what you mean by that.
Remember, kids, SJ's hemorrhoid blood contains HPV genital warts. Thank you for the reminder, Dang Lizard.
Wow.
Is that something we shouldn't say, Carl?
It's just so disturbing to think about that guy's excuse for, I didn't shit the bed. My hemorrhoids exploded and bled through my jeans. What? That's way worse.
You showed us, John.
Yeah, all right, well, geez, my bad.
Troy Smith, FKB.
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing my shirt.
Oh, sick. I got the sticker for that behind you.
Yes, Troy gave me this in Detroit. Thank you, Troy.
I got to... Troy's doing some interesting projects these days. I got to get back with Troy on something. Reverend Shit-Stayed Powerful Pooper, thanks for the $2. Drop it a shit. Get stream elements already, Carl. FPE.
What are they talking about?
I have no idea.
Get stream elements already, Carl.
All right, I'll look into stream elements. I've never fucking heard of stream elements.
Well, thank you, Reverend Shit-Stained Powerful Pooper.
All right. Carl, let's kick it over to our voicemails.
Okay.
Hold on. Trevor Zero, thanks for the $20.
Yeah, Trevor. Better luck next consequence, Vinny.
I appreciate that, Trevor. Thank you very much.
Thank
sir.
you very much, sir.
The Creep Off voicemail segment is brought to you by the City of Syracuse. Looking for a deal this holiday? Come to our Nick Hogan School of Driving. Mention the Creep Off and get a free drink at the bar. See you in Syracuse.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Oh, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But hold on. Sean Out West says, Vinny is on this because he owns a comedy club upstate, not due to any humor. He's a Patreon. Sean Out West. I invented this fucking game. I came up with the Creep Off. I am here because Carl
Sean.
takes pity on me, yes.
I was just about to say that.
But I still invented the fucking game,
All
dickhead.
right, yes, that's true. Got to give it to you.
Thank you.
Got to give you props on that. This was all Vinny's idea.
Yeah. Fucking great idea, everybody.
Gonzo!
3 buds. Sorry for John Melendezing time zones for Point Dabble Point, Carla. But that's why Pencils Heavy Racers, I won't let you down again.
Gonzo Shitcock was invited to be on Point Dabble Point and then went, oh, you guys do this now? No, I can't do it now.
All right. Well, Carl, let's start off with our voicemails. The first one is a question for you. Let me get rid of this. Sorry.
Hey, I'm just curious. Every time Carl says that the legal age of consent in New York is 17, does anybody else think of that old Bo Burnham joke where he says, you know, women are like numbers. If they're under 18, just do them in your head. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
It's a funny joke.
That is a good one.
Right. The podcast prophet left us a voicemail, and it is not over 45 seconds, so I'll play this one.
The podcast prophet, Holy Spirit speaking through me right now. Did I just fucking hear that Vinny was a fucking server for a few years? Now I get, you down on your luck and all that shit, but I just cannot picture a fucking world where Vinny triple bypass Paulino is in a job where he gives food to people. Like, that's like the biggest conflict of interest I've ever fucking heard of. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
I mean, I was bad at it.
I like picturing you making the salads because the servers have to make the salads usually. And you're just going, ew, carrots, what is this?
Funny story.
Yeah.
You know the PF Chang's out there at Eastview Mall?
I do.
I worked there when they very first opened.
Okay.
And on the opening night, they'd given me one of the bigger tables, like one of the chef's tables. I don't know why. They should have put me in the corner somewhere.
Yes, they should have given you something to play with, toy to play with.
And like the wife and brother of the general manager of the restaurant were sitting at this table.
Yeah.
I spilled hot tea all over the guy's brother. Jesus. Spilled it all over him first night there.
Oh,
first night open. It was fucking awful. And they still kept me. So what should that tell you about waiters? They need bodies, people. That's why I did it. Thanks for the $1.73, Caddy Daddy 93.
They probably gave you that table because the other tables you can't get to.
Yeah, because you have to walk between the spaces.
Right.
Yeah, that could be it. That's exactly it, Carl.
Could be it.
Here's a voicemail from one of our favorite listeners.
Hey, it's your favorite male nurse listener. I was just calling with an idea. Have you ever done like a creepy kid idea, like The Good Son, where they like throw shit off, highways and cause car accidents and stuff? I think that'd be pretty cool. All right. Fuck you. Bye.
So
you want us to commit felonies? Is that what the suggestion is?
We did do a Creepiest Kid episode, Carl.
Yes.
And I still remember the name of the kid who won. Amarjeet Singh. Go look him up.
Why do you remember this?
Because it was one of the most disturbing stories we ever covered. It was like a little kid who just took babies from the village he lived in out to the wilderness and fucking beat them with rocks.
That's right.
And left them.
Kind of like that kid from Rochester who murdered that 4-year-old.
Eric Harris.
Smith.
Eric Smith,
Yes.
Eric Harris was the fucking Columbine shooter.
Because Eric Smith is actually now free.
Lucky him.
Got out of prison.
Lucky him.
Yeah.
How's that Dylan Roby kid doing? Did he ever
God.
get over that? Did he ever get over that? Fucking let him out. All right. Here's a suggestion.
Vinny, you got to get in contact with Kaya about his Predator show he's doing where they're reading the chat logs from To Catch a Predator. And for their last episode, they did a special where they read, I guess Doug Stanhope did his own type of predator baiting, and that is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. And it's just missing Vinny. All right.
Let's all learn a lesson from this podcast. Don't do what we do, which is a podcast.
The great Doug Stanhope.
Solid advice from him.
Words to live by.
I would love to do that, but Kaya, I have not gotten a response from Kaya in a while. I hope he's doing okay.
Now that he's an American, living in America, being
Yeah.
a big American guy, he doesn't have time for his old friends anymore.
Apparently not. He still has time to watch pedos without us. All right. Last one I got.
Winnie, this guy's mad. Listen, I'm kind of worried about Kid Carl over there. He's been hanging out with the wrong crowd. That Phil Elmore kid, the one teaching him the ninja moves. Is that really the kind of influence that Carl needs in his upbringing? I mean, what constitutes a ninja move? Are we talking about stealing car stereos?
Yeah, that's where I
Or
thought he was
talking
going.
too loud at the movies.
Here we
I
go.
mean, Carl should not be learning any ninja moves from this
Ninja,
guy.
please.
Hold his feet to the fire. Let's get Carl on the right path.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with this guy. Phil Elmore does not look like a ninja to me.
No.
In any way, shape, or form.
No, he's not your typical ninja. You do see him coming, and you do have time to prepare for him. It takes him a while to get to you.
And he seems polite in a movie theater, I would imagine.
Phil Elmore hasn't been in a movie theater since the 80s.
Yeah, they probably cost money. All right, kids, those are all of our voicemails, unless you have any, Carl.
Nope, I don't have any this week.
Well, kids, I guess that means it's time for a Scum Parade.
Scum Parade, take me on a raid of these fuck charades that these creeps have made. Scum Parade, Vinny and Carl gonna tell you about some fuck shit. Scum Parade, like stories of a kid fucked by his mom or dad, soaking up the blood of a cat. Scum Parade.
I want to be ninja.
Oh, I forgot about that
Holy
song.
shit, ABG.
That was
great. Amazing callback. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's a great bonus episode that you can find on our bonus episode page on Patreon, backed up by or Supercast.
There you go. You figured it out.
Yeah, it took me a second. I really am fucking losing
I
my
know.
spot today. It's nuts.
You didn't have a lot to begin with.
Thank God you have all this personality for everybody.
I'm keeping things going for us, Vinny. Don't worry about it, buddy. I got us.
Carl, guess where we're starting off?
Where are we going?
Oregon! Oregon! Oregon!
Found it!
Congratulations.
Found it.
Although I think you're wrong about that. If it's the
Shut
first-
up. I just wanted to play it.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I think we're in Michigan in this first story.
Well, actually, you know what we're going to do? Fuck that. Let's start off with the most important story of the day.
Oh, okay.
Carl, I did send this to you earlier. We got to go to Clearwater, Florida. Nick Hogan.
Oh.
son of the wrestling legend and Creep-Off Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan, was arrested in Clearwater, Florida yesterday on charges of driving under the influence, Carl. 11:18 a.m. Saturday morning, officers who were conducting a stop at the Gulf to Bay Boulevard spotted a Dodge Ram that was approaching them in a separate lane.
What was the time?
1:18 a.m. Saturday morning, which would be...
I think it's 11:18. Okay, so it's late. Got it.
Yeah, it's very late. So an officer used his flashlight to signal to Nick Hogan, who was driving. And by the way, legal name, Nicholas Bolea. He was told to move over to the other lane and slow down. Police say he did neither. They then pulled him off. They detached a car, followed him. He was speeding at 51 miles per hour to 41 in a 40-mile-per-hour zone.
Okay.
When he was pulled over for the violation, officers said he showed signs of impairment, saying he was swaying and unsteady and had a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, bloodshot and glassy eyes. He refused to take a breathalyzer and failed a police sobriety test. Now, let's be reminded of why this is a big deal. He's previously made headlines in the late 2000s when at the age of 17, he was involved in a serious car crash that left his friend John Grisano in Bayfront Hospital a vegetable.
Yes.
A fucking vegetable. Like, his friend is fucked. He was a fucking Marine.
Sounds
the
like
guy can't keep his own head up now.
Sounds like Nick's over it. Sounds like the healing process is complete for our buddy Nick.
He better been out there fucking drinking and feeling bad about what he did to his friend. If that's why he's drinking, it's okay.
He better be Sulk Hogan.
Graziano's family sued Bolea and Hulk Hogan for the victim's injuries, which left him paralyzed. They ended with a $1.5 million settlement. So, Nick Hogan, what are you doing?
He's not learning lessons, that's for sure.
Ugh, Jesus Christ. So, Carl, by the way, I just talked to my pal Colin Delaney.
Yes.
And the holidays are coming up, and we have that whole SD card filled with all sorts of Hulk Hogan stuff. And
yes.
one of the things we have on there...
When you said we have that whole SD card filled with, I was like, oh, where are we going with this?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Child pornography he produced. We have it all.
Jesus Christ. You know, we got all those hard drives in my drawer at home, right? We got to go through.
I have a very special watch-along episode we were planning for the holiday season.
Okay.
You ready for this, Carl? 3 words. Santa with muscles.
Shut the fuck up. We have that movie?
We have Santa with muscles.
Yes! Oh, I can't wait. Can I tell you something? The other night, my wife and I, we get home. We went out to eat. We get home, and my wife's like, let's watch something on TV. Oh, what do you want to watch? Thunder in Paradise. Done and done. Let's do it.
Hulk is a cinema.
She loves that show. It's her favorite.
He is a gift to cinema.
He really is. That show is so amazing.
I can't
wait to watch it. Can we just change this show to us watching Hulk Hogan and everything he's ever done?
The Hulk Hogan best friends fan
yeah,
show?
Yeah.
The Hulk Hogan Super Friends? All right, maybe. Probably not.
Okay, probably not.
It might be a better idea. All right, let's get back to the actual news. Let's go to Chippewa County. I believe this is Colorado, actually. Deputies say a suspect was arrested after a fire Saturday night destroyed a building. Now, the call came in around 8:45 p.m. for a fire at a building that used to be Ruth's Gift Shop in downtown Paradise, Colorado. The gift shop had been closed for years. Now, the sheriff said a quick investigation of the scene led to a suspect and an arrest. The suspect, Joseph Halder, a volunteer firefighter who was there putting out the fire.
Yeah. They arrested him while he was putting out the fire. They didn't even let him finish his work.
They're like, nope, out of line, you.
Yeah, he's like, come on, I'm the reason why we're all here. You're not going to let me hang out with my buddies and do this?
Aren't you guys having fun? This was me.
I
your
did
buddy.
this.
Come on.
Now, we all know that firefighters start fires. We've talked about that many times on this show.
We just did a story about that a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And that's why I brought this up.
Right.
We call them heroes.
Right, yeah.
We call them heroes, but they're just burning shit down,
but
man.
This is what's interesting, though. Because other first responders, like medics, don't give people heart attacks, do they? Just so they can save them?
The good ones don't.
But I don't think that we hear about that very often. But it seems like these firefighters, and I realize the problem with this. The word volunteer. Think about this. With the firefighter, we don't have volunteer police officers. We don't have volunteer anything. We have volunteer firefighters for some reason. And Adam Carolla always says, whenever there's a dad that's a little too eager to take the Cub Scouts camping for the weekend, that's the one no, you're not allowed to take the kids camping. The dad who wants to sit home and watch the game this weekend, yeah, you're the one going with the kids hiking because you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Same thing with firefighters. I almost think it should be like jury duty. Find people who want nothing to do with fighting fires because I ain't starting it. I don't even want to be there.
Now, here's how they caught him. Surveillance footage from the business across the street.
There's cameras everywhere, people.
Yeah. So James Helder is being held on and he's facing up to 10 years in prison and a $20,000 fine. So if you have any mercy for him this year at the holidays, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, there were 2 other fires that they believe he caused. See, that's the thing. I know it's all fun to burn down buildings and then put it out, but you can only do that like once or twice a year. Otherwise, people are going to get suspicious.
Yeah, you're going to become that hero cop who's always in the right place at the right time
Right.
for the drug bust.
Yes.
Yeah. I see what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
he's
no, I
trying
get
to be
it.
an A+ student.
I get it.
All right. Carl, in a terrifying story involving fraud and a crazy person, I could not believe this one. A man failed to steal a couple's multi-million-dollar Florida home. What he tried to do was he found this couple. They owned a property. They found out through property tax information in August of 2021 that the name has been changed on the deed to their house.
I had never seen this before. Maybe I'm an idiot, but deed fraud.
Yes.
Sounds amazing. I, like a sucker, bought a house in Florida with money. That was stupid. I could have just taken someone else's house and put my name on the deed. Deed fraud. Fucking amazing. I love this concept.
Well, it's depends on how you play it.
Oh, okay.
Let's not go too crazy.
Oh, okay. Explain this to me.
So this couple, they look at their property tax information, and instead of their names, a fake charity organization called Aurora Inc. was listed as the new owner. And the couple found a fraudulent warranty deed saying that they had granted ownership of the property to the organization for $500.
Makes sense to me.
They never did this, Carl,
Oh, they
obviously.
didn't. Okay.
And the gentleman who did all of this today was Alexander Lisensky. Now, he had used the fake charity organization to file the fraudulent warranty deed to try to transfer the home's ownership to himself. Now, once he gets arrested for this, before they ever knew his
How
name,
would you get away with it? Like, he was planning on living there, right? He was just going to move into this house that he stole?
I don't know what the fuck he was planning.
That's stupid. This guy's an idiot.
He's accused of stalking the married Florida homeowners before they even knew his name. When they filed the lawsuit against him to correct the deed at their home, Lisinski responded by harassing them and their attorney, representing their case through letters, emails, and faxes.
And faxes. He was harassing them through faxes, people. He was doing the photocopy of his butt and then faxing that to the attorney's office. Ah, he got me again.
I'm standing there waiting for the pizza menus to be delivered, and I got to look at this guy's ass.
Faxes.
One letter threatened to file a false lien against the couple's out-of-state residents as well, saying, I don't want to see your career go down the drain. Now, that's just the start of the problem with this guy. He gets charged with deed fraud in April of 2022 in relation to his efforts to steal the company's home, or the couple's home. By August of 2022, while Lisinski was incarcerated in Pinellas County Jail, the couple received a letter from an inmate saying that Lisinski offered him $45,000 to help him hurt them.
I know how I'll get away with this crime. I'll commit a larger crime. That'll do it.
The inmate also wrote to the Assistant U.S. District Attorney's Office of Mr. Lisinski's plan. Now, this guy also became a confidential informant to the government at that point.
Yep.
The inmate told the FBI that Lisinski said the pending criminal fraud case against him would have to be dropped if the couple were dead. Lisinski started speaking with the undercover agent.
What a solution.
Posing as a hitman and offered the agent $30,000 to kill the couple. In one phone call, the undercover agent asked Lisinski if he was, quote, good with having the couple killed. According to his plea agreement, Lisinski said yes.
Oh, we good.
Oh, we good. He's been sentenced to 17 years and 6 months in prison of charges of murder for hire and obstruction of justice. So, fuck that guy. You know what his defense was?
Yeah, read this.
Okay. In the sentencing memo submitted on Lisinski's behalf, his attorney wrote that his client was, quote, remorseful and regretful, and his conduct is the result of his lack of real-life experience and, quote, being naive. Here's a quote from Lisinski. I'm just young and dumb.
Yeah. I love that he says he's just dumb and naive, not evil. He was going to have these people killed. You know, my problem is I just don't know how to commit crimes and get away with them yet. That's what I'm guilty of over here. Am I right, people? I'll figure it out one of these days.
I was naive to think all I had to do was change the name on the deed and it was my house now.
Whoops.
I was completely naive.
So this got me thinking because, he's trying to hire the hitman.
I
The other
hope this didn't
day,
get you thinking.
The other day I'm driving home and on the radio comes Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC. And I started thinking about the lyrics of the song. Why is he doing them dirt cheap? Shouldn't he charge a premium for some of these things? I mean, we're talking about concrete shoes, cyanide, TNT. I mean, what kind of clientele do you want, I guess is my point. If you're going to go to that type of business, I would charge a premium. I'd be like, Dirty Deeds done for a shitload of money because we do it right, would be my advertisement.
You know, Carl, that's why you're in marketing.
That is why I'm in marketing. I understand these things. But also, the other things he lists there are neckties, contracts, high voltage.
Mm-hmm.
I get a little confused on that one.
What is that? Like he's a death row lawyer?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what any of that means now that I think about it.
Well, Carl, good stuff. I don't know what to say to that.
I have another story to tell you because this article had a photo of a gavel for some reason.
Yep.
And it reminded me, we went to Buffalo for a show this past weekend, and producer Chris and I stopped at a rest stop, and there's a sign up, and I've never seen a sign like this before. It had a photo of it looked like a trunk open in a car and something being thrown out of the trunk. There's like motion lines. And then underneath that, it says $500 and there's a picture of a gavel. So I think what it's saying is that if you litter, you'll be fined $500, which is a lot better ways to say that.
You could just write that.
You could just write that. And then also the idea that it'd be like litter and then it says $500. Did I think I was going to get $500 for littering? Like, you don't have to put the gavel on there. I get it's a fine. No, I understand that part of it.
Do you want to know what bothers
It's
me
not
about this?
confusing.
I blame emojis. It is simple.
Yes,
it has made
you know
people
what?
simpler. And here's the problem with this. Now it's taking smarter people longer to figure out what the fuck you're talking about.
You're right.
It's not that you're helping anybody by making pictures.
Right. They might as well have the $500 with like a sad face with like the tear going down. It's like, oh, it's a bad $500 is a bad thing. Okay, now I
Can we
get
put
it.
old Iron Eyes Cody up there with the tear in his eye?
That is a good call. You're right.
Yeah.
Because I just read words and understand how they work.
Yeah.
But
But got
these
to put
fucking
everything
idiots.
in fucking. We're like retard hieroglyphics is what we're back to.
You're right.
It's the name of this episode, baby.
Oh, it's funny.
So, Carl, let's go to Indiana College, shall we?
Yes.
A student is accused of a very heinous crime. Jonathan Quattroch, he's 20, was arrested at a woman's Muncie apartment Saturday after she got out of the shower to find her pet missing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the victim became upset with Quattroch after the death of her pet rabbit, who she stated that he killed the rabbit intentionally. And
Now-
after he bashed its brains
Oh,
and
boy.
said, "You're next."
So I'm not the guy to explain how to turn a girl on. I realize this. But, buddy, this ain't it.
Yeah. Carl learned this a long time ago when he brought Jenny a rabbit in his teeth.
This is for you.
Don't you
I
understand?
brought this for you. I'm thankful for you.
No,
It sucks, Vinny, because rabbits already have natural predators. They don't need wolves, coyotes, foxes, and Jonathan. I mean, one more thing.
Well, the sad thing is he totally threatened this girl after he bashed a rabbit's brains in.
Yeah.
And the woman didn't even call the police. What an idiot. This girl's so dumb. This is a college student.
Yeah.
She didn't call the police. She called her parents. I got to check with my mom and dad to figure out how I handle this.
It's
If a guy's beating your animal to death, you call the police.
Dude, it's so bizarre because, like, go back to that video we just watched. A 28-year-old girl still living with her mom and dad, calling her dad, getting all upset that he won't help her out. It's like, grow the fuck up and call the police.
The rabbit's head had been smashed. It was bloody, the police officer wrote, who showed up at the scene.
Yikes.
Yeah, he's been released from jail after posting a $10,000 bond in connection with charges, 1 count of animal cruelty and 1 count of intimidation. The victim told police that she was Quattro's girlfriend and he had hit her, causing bruising in the past. So, not a great guy.
No.
You think... Listen, if she had a pet turkey, you might have been able to get away with it this week.
For sure.
This isn't Easter time. You can't just kill the bunny.
No.
You can't do it. So, Carl, I got a fun one for you.
Okay.
I like people who play pranks. I always think pranks are fun.
Yes.
Like funny costumes and stuff like that.
Or pretending to give John a gig at a comedy club. No, I think pranks are hilarious. I agree.
You mean sympathy?
It's a pretty good prank you orchestrated.
Fuck off. A Texas woman has been sentenced to 30 years in prison after she pled guilty to stabbing her mother to death and then fleeing the scene, only to return minutes later and act like she didn't know what was happening.
Hey, I just got here. What's going on here?
Oh my God, there's blood everywhere. What happened?
Dude, it totally reminds me of George Costanza going back to work on Monday. Hey, didn't you quit? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Me?
Still work here.
Okay, Houston, Texas, guys. Houston, Texas. Hold on. I might even still have it on the board.
Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston.
That's our buddy Alex's favorite. Now, Erica Nicole McDonald wore black clothes and a mask, broke into her mother's apartment using a window. She then stabbed her mother and aunt before she fled the scene, changed her clothes, and then went back to her mother's house within minutes as first responders were working the scene. McDonald pretended she didn't know what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother, 50-year-old Terry Mendoza, was transported to a local hospital where she died. The 63-year-old aunt was stabbed 6 times but survived after surgery.
So I really think that that's what fucked up her strategy there, was not finishing off the aunt, because otherwise she
100%.
might have gotten away with it.
And you know what I thought about was really smart about returning to the crime scene?
What's that, Vinny?
I would walk around and just start touching everything.
Oh, yeah.
In front of the cops.
Of course my prints are all over the place. I was so distraught when I got there and saw this. Smart. Be like, which knife was it? Was it this one? Was it this one? Was it this one, officer?
I would
Was it
touch
this one?
everything in the kitchen. I would be touching the cops' faces.
It's hilarious.
Right, though?
Smearing blood all over their uniforms.
Oh my God, I got it all over me. This is crazy. I would just start making an angel in the blood and be like, of course there was blood on me.
Every now and again, we give some solid advice on this show. I gotta say, this is one of those times.
So the official said the aunt identified McDonald as the killer, and she saw her attempting to perform CPR on her mom before fleeing, which maybe there was some regret to murdering your own mother with a knife.
I'm not sure that CPR is going to stop the bleeding. When you stab someone to death, CPR is not the answer.
Yeah, when you start doing the compressions and it squirts you in the fucking face.
Hey, look at what I can do with mom.
Oh, look at that. I painted the walls. Now, according to authorities, McDonald was arguing with her mom and aunt before the attack took place. It had gotten so heated, the relatives called the police twice earlier in the day. McDonald was reportedly living with relatives at a different apartment near where her mother lived. Detectives found a knife and bloody clothing inside that apartment. Now, there's your other mistake. You got to get rid of that stuff so it's nowhere near you.
Correct.
Yeah. As part of the plea deal, McDonald cannot appeal the conviction or sentence. She's required to serve at least half of the 30 years before she could be paroled. So, fuck her.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough.
Carl, let's talk about a mother's love.
Yes.
It knows no limits. Well, let me take that back. A Thai mother surrendered herself to the police and confessed to hiring a gunman for the murder of her drug-addicted son.
Again, so much outsourcing going on in the Scum parade today. And it reminds me, did you see that South Park special they did where no one can do anything on their own?
Oh, yes, I did. The Panderverse one?
Yeah.
I watched it while I was at 102-degree fever this week. It was great.
But that's what this reminds me of. It's just like, okay, you want your meth head son dead. Like, you do it. Why are you hiring people to do it for you?
Because she said that she felt really bad that her son was dealing with all of his addictions.
Sure.
And the problem was he would get, all methed out and then beat her up.
Yeah. This is some family, isn't it?
Yeah, so she's like, fuck it, I got to deal with this. I could maybe send him to rehab or something, or I could just talk to my daughter and see if she knows anybody who will murder him for me.
Right.
And that's what she did. And she offered a 64-year-old guy named Samsa Sanchuawat 25,000 baht to shoot and kill him at his home.
That is the one nice thing about living in a poor country. If you have a few bucks, you can get some shit done.
Yeah. And shocking, he did it.
Yeah.
He sure did. And she turned herself into the police, which I feel like is a bad move there. Because now you're indicting, now you're getting everybody in trouble to clear your conscience. You paid a guy to shoot him. You didn't go over there and shoot him. Now you're ratting out everybody else.
Well, she also had a family member involved in making the decision. So yeah, exactly. It's like if I knew you were going to fucking rat us out, I wouldn't even talk to you about this.
I mean, I took a job for you, and this is how you repay me.
You're right.
All right. Carl, let's
move.
Let's move over to Russia. Did you know the Russian Thanksgiving is weird?
Did they have a Thanksgiving?
Well, I don't know.
What are they thankful for?
All the bread they're going to get from Ukraine. So, A mother has confessed to shockingly throwing her newborn baby, it's a baby thrower, kids, into the red hot oven in her house.
So the headline reads, I kid you not, it says, the woman confessed and is now the prime suspect. Brilliant police work, gentlemen. Well done. She's now the prime suspect after her confession.
She burned her newborn alive in the stove, everybody. Local reports said the woman gave birth at home to a premature third child, and she said that after she gave birth, nobody had seen the baby, nobody had heard anything from her. After 5 months, a report citing the Russian investigator committee said that the mother explained that she had a premature birth in the 5th month of pregnancy, so she just decided to get rid of the baby.
Kick the baby. Don't kick the baby.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know what you're thinking about throwing a baby into a stove. If you do this, low and slow.
Oh, you think so? You think that's the way to do it?
Low and slow.
Like a pork shoulder?
Yeah, low and slow for a newborn.
The least surprising sentence in this story was, this isn't the first time such an incident has occurred in Russia.
Yep.
The second least surprising sentence in this story is, the grandfather had been out and got drunk on vodka. Like, who's writing this? Me?
And here's the most fucked up part about this. For this crime, do you know what the prison sentence, like maximum prison sentence is? For throwing your child into a stove?
Weekends all of November?
No, it's 5 years.
5 years. No shit. All right.
Well, if that didn't tell you that not everyone is fit to be a mom, I got another story for you. Let's go to Nebraska, Carl.
Yes.
A 16-year-old Nebraska girl was arrested and charged in connection with the death of her baby. Now, on November 6th, police were called to a home in Gordon, Nebraska, after receiving a report about a teenager who had given birth to the baby and the baby was not breathing. Now, at the scene, police said the girl's father met with the officers and claimed that the baby was stillborn and it was, quote, too late.
It was stillborn with stab wounds in it. It's one of those crazy incidences where the baby just was born with stab wounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a scientist, officer. I don't know how this happens. But
So listen, we're not sure how babies cook, but we were sticking it with a meat thermometer in her stomach to try to find out if the baby was medium or not.
Oof.
Police went into this 60-year-old girl's bedroom and allegedly found the girl squatting by the door and her mother crying hysterically while holding the baby wrapped in a towel. What a fucking day for that dad,
Oh,
huh?
man.
The dad's like, I'll just wait in the driveway for the cops.
Fucking nightmare.
Could you fucking deal with this?
Oh, so my daughter's a whore. Is that what I'm to believe here?
My daughter's a baby murdering whore. Is that what I'm supposed to think? Great.
You're grounded.
The mother allegedly told police that her daughter had hurt the baby and officers could see marks of the infant. Now, an officer tried giving the baby first aid, but saw the baby's throat appeared to have been cut through the windpipe and the newborn stabbed multiple times on the left side of the chest.
They missed that umbilical cord by a mile. Whoops. No, cut this. Oh, you mean the neck?
Well, the girl, okay.
This chick is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I kind of want to hang out with her sometime.
Well,
she's too young now. But
she's 16, so she'll be out in 2 years.
Great.
The girl has come to them earlier in the day, the parents said, and said that she needed to go to the store for sanitary pads because she was having an unusually large period.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Tell us another one. After the teen left, one of the family's dogs went into the girl's bedroom. The mother reportedly went in to retrieve the dog and found a large amount of blood on the floor of the wall. She was like, Jesus Christ.
That is some period.
Talk about heavy flow days.
Wow.
When the girl returned from the store about 15 to 20 minutes later, the mother confronted her daughter. The teen allegedly admitted to giving birth and killing the baby. You want to know what happened, Bob? You want to know what happened?
Fine, I'll tell you.
Fine.
In this article, it says, it's not clear if the girl's parents knew she had been pregnant. She said that she had her period and it was a heavy flow period. They did not know she was pregnant. Obviously. Unless they're the dumbest people alive.
The mother then called for her husband, who found the baby's body in a closet. The parents told police they recalled their daughter going into the kitchen about an hour before she left for the store. With the cops present, the parents looked at one of the kitchen drawers and said they saw a knife was missing.
Uh-oh.
Police searched the home and officers found blood-soaked clothing and towels. Later in the evening, police were called back to the home when the girl's father found the missing knife in the girl's closet. Got to turn that in. It's not clear if the girl's parents knew she had been pregnant, like you said. Of course they didn't. The girl was transported to the hospital where she reportedly underwent surgery. She was charged with first-degree murder and the use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony.
So this is a horrific image, obviously. But Imagine the hot goss at school the next day. You know how much fun everyone is having at her expense right now? Did you guys hear about Tina? Oh, yeah. She slit her baby's throat. Did you even know she was pregnant? No, it's fucking nuts.
Those ain't real, dude. Nailed it. Is this girl extra fat?
Oh, shit. That makes... Okay. You know what? All the things I was thinking about her, I take back. Never mind.
They're going to be going, who fucked Tina?
Yeah, right. I know. Oh, my God. That's
Tina?
going to be the hot goss. Who was the father? Some guy just like, yeah, I know, right? Ugh. Could you imagine? That's hilarious. Although, if you don't want to pay for an abortion, thanks, Tina. Appreciate it.
Tina, $250. Saves you $250. All right, Carl. Listen.
And you don't have to dump her. Oh, you're going to prison now? That's too bad. All right, well, write me. Bye.
And you get to be a victim the rest of your
That's
life.
perfect.
Oh, my God.
My son was killed right after he was born. It was
horrific.
It was horrific.
Tina.
I remember I was
Tina.
trying out for the football team, and
I remember when I got the news. I was like, no. This is terrible.
Geez, I get my weekends back. It's terrible.
So you know how I like to end on a high note, a cheery note?
Horrific story? Yes, I do know that.
Well, I'm going out on a high note this week.
Okay.
I want to say I'm thankful this year for this Mexican gang.
Yes.
I'm thankful for a Mexican gang.
I wrote down the Mexicans finally got something right.
Is that what you wrote
That
down?
was my note. I was
Okay.
looking at it right now.
A Mexican gang tortured an alleged rapist by stripping him naked in the street before making a pit bull eat his genitals.
Wow.
Fucking awesome.
That is awesome. That's a deterrent right there.
The unnamed man was set upon after allegedly sexually attacking a woman in Mexico City in 2019. And the horrific footage, said to be released as a warning to others, the man is seen writhing on the floor while handcuffed and surrounded by men. A white pit bull terrier with brown markings then begins mauling the man's genitals. The victim is heard screaming, "Stop! Leave me now! Leave me!"
How do you train a dog to do that?
I don't know. I would ask Mark. I'm pretty sure Sonny would handle that.
Good point. Yes. Mark's dog has done that to a few people around here.
Mark's dog will fuck somebody up.
That's why I don't expose my genitals in this building. I keep them hidden. Can you imagine? I'm just walking around my whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what I would be wearing that I could just easily expose my genitals.
Just walking
my
around
bathrobe.
Your boxers again.
Just walk around my bathrobe around here.
So the victim is also heard screaming, "Stop, leave me now." The group watches. One of the gang then covers his mouth with a rag to stifle his cries for help. Then a second dog, a brown pit bull, appears, but does not join in. So they were a little bummed out there. They were hoping they could get...
The dog got the job done. We only needed one dog for this one.
So local media reported that in recent years, methods of torture by Mexican criminal organizations have increased their level of cruelty. They claimed that at the time such attacks were becoming increasingly frequent and claimed dozens of women are raped every day. So we need more pit bulls.
Well, in this article at the end, there's all these crime statistics for Mexico City.
Yeah.
And it's even worse than Rochester. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
You know, when John talking about how
Is there
horrible
comedy club hiring?
When John was talking about how horrible Rochester is, I'm like, check out Mexico City. It's pretty horrific. It's something like, what was it, like a couple hundred people out of 100,000 are murdered every year? Like, what the fuck? That's insane.
Yeah.
You get home from work and you're like, well, I didn't get murdered today, so it's a pretty good day.
Carl, I just have to say this. If I started a charity right now, it would be to provide Mexican gangs with pit bulls.
Yes,
I
agreed.
think crime in Mexico is out of control.
Yes.
And I think if we could help the citizens take back their streets.
Even if there were a couple innocent victims here and there, you know, it's going to happen.
Not my country.
Right.
So maybe I'll start that charity. I will be doing cameos from now until Christmas to get Mexican gang members pit bulls.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm a good guy like that.
Only rescues.
Only rescues.
Only rescues that were beaten by their previous owners and are very angry with the world.
All right, Carl. I think it's time for us to, time for me to fucking spin the wheel.
Oh, we do have, real quick, the, so 73, Caddy Daddy 93, thank you for the $1 super sticker. And then Dang Lizard, down at the bottom there with €2, says, you're telling me Nick Hogan works with vegetables? I'm not working with vegetables!
Apparently, he is. That's
we should have grabbed that joke when we were talking about that story, but
God damn it. Sorry, Dang
Thank
Lizard.
you, Dang Lizard. Well done.
We appreciate it. So, Carl.
All right, what's our TBD? Let's figure it out.
I
liked my idea.
What was your idea?
That you have to do a podcast with Phil Elbar. Of course, that tortures both of you guys, but
I mean, if Phil will go for it. I mean, how about how many episodes?
I don't know. What's it about? Is it about food?
I'll let the listeners vote. I'll let the patrons pick.
What do you mean?
I'll let the patrons make their suggestions and then vote what the show would be about.
So
Topic.
if you roll the TBD, it will actually be to be determined. is what
No.
you're saying.
What I was saying was I could do the podcast with Phil,
Okay.
but the topic could be determined
I
by
see.
the listeners.
Okay. All right. Is that what it is then?
I guess if Phil wants to do it.
3 episodes.
If Phil doesn't want to do it, then you could pick somebody else equally as heinous to me.
Okay. A guy with a stutter?
I refuse to work with him. All right, Carl. There they are. Winner's Choice, Phil Podcast, Murder and Makeup Video, Last Jedi 3 viewings. Dear God, don't give me number 4. Number 5, Patreon and Supercast money. Number 6, Tom Meyer's stand-up torture.
I like that too. God, if I get to pick, it's going to be between 5 and 6.
$100 a podcast. Hitman doesn't make your... Because I'd be getting off easy on that
Oh,
one.
I'd be getting off way too easy on that.
Yeah, but I deserve to get off easy because I did a good job in all of my presentations and you did a shit work and everybody's just trying to be mean to me.
Incorrect. I shut you out. I'm dominating the sport.
No,
I dominate the
no.
sport. I'm the Wayne Gretzky of the creep off right now. How about that for a reference?
Yeah, you both have the same goofy teeth.
I'm the Michael Jordan
No,
of the
you're
creep
not.
off.
You're not even the fucking LeBron of the creep
I'm
off.
the Michael Jordan when he went to the White Sox of the creep off.
You're the fucking Birmingham Barons Michael Jordan is who you are. All right, I'm going to spin this shit now.
Okay. Let's get it going. Hold on, I got a drum roll here on my board. I believe I can find my board.
All right, so right now, that's the arrow right there, the tongue. Here we go, kids.
All right, here it is. Round and round we go. And we... what did you say you did not want to have to do, Vinny? What was the one you said you did not want to have to do?
Watch The Last Jedi 3 times.
Last Jedi 3 times in a row for Vinny Paulino. And I believe you'll be live streaming yourself watching this 3 times in a row.
Yeah, great. I'll figure out time for fucking that.
Nice.
And you know what? I'm going to do it quickly. I'll get it done fast.
Hey, I got my Cuties one done quickly as well.
Yeah, like a month and a half.
Oh, stop it.
All right, fine. Last Jedi, piece of shit. What was the one that was worse than that? Was the final one worse?
No, definitely not. The final one actually moves. It's got a story. It does things. Things happen. It's stupid, but things happen. The Final Jedi is like watching a Star Trek TV episode. You're like, so wait, the spaceship's just going slow and the other spaceship's just going slow and they're just going somewhere?
Is that the one with fucking Laura Dern?
Yeah, it's the one where they're going to run out of gas and then and then they go to the Las Vegas planet and they're all worried about the animal cruelty. And then it turns out that all the rich people are bad guys because they sell weapons to the rebels and to the Imperials. And it's the worst fucking piece of shit. It's awful. It's terrible. Luke Skywalker is an asshole. Hey,
oh my God, I forgot about that.
Let's take the beloved character that would create this entire franchise that everybody loves, and let's turn him into a prick that everyone hates now. Good thinking, Ryan.
Jesus Christ. All right, fine. I'll do the consequence.
I want a book report about it, too.
I'm not giving you a fucking book report.
Yeah, I need you to present a book report afterwards. Let me know what was good about it.
All right, folks. We'll be back. We'll figure out a bonus episode for Friday.
Yes, we will.
And we'll be back to normal. Sorry I missed last Friday, folks. That is the end of today's episode. It's nice to be important.
It's more important to be nice. Glad you're feeling better, Vinny.
Hey, Carl, on my way out here, I want to play my favorite of all time Thanksgiving video for everyone on our way out.
Hey, real quick, I'm doing a bonus show in a couple of hours on our Patreon and Supercast. If you're on there, you can watch it live. It'll be Blind Mike and myself, and we're checking out Julia Fox's book, Down the Drain.
I will tune in later.
All right.
I got nothing but time right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you my favorite Thanksgiving song of all time, Space Thanksgiving. We're out of here.
What the hell is he supposed to be?